Welcome back to the MadSpideyverse. I'm MadSpidey. And thank you once again for tuning into my channel. Today's episode or video installment is actually going to be my artist series. I realised I actually haven't done one of these in quite a few weeks actually. So I thought, yeah, got to crack out the folder. What artist am I going to do next? Looking through the folder and went, this is a piece I absolutely love. Pretty much, before we get into the story, I suppose, the artist in question for today's episode is actually going to be Choi. Now, Mike has done mainly work for the big two, so Marvel and DC. I know Marvel, he's done a lot of X titles. He's done X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, he's done X-Force, X-23. I think he's even worked on some Spidey stuff, some Avengers stuff. He's worked on DC, he's worked on nearly all the major sort of books for DC. He's worked on Batman, Action Comics, Justice League, Green Lantern, Flash. He's been both an interior artist and a cover artist as well. But he's also done a lot of work for Top Cow, especially WitchBlade as well. So very well-rounded artist, absolute awesome artist, and absolutely super, super nice guy as well. Mike came out here. Now I'm trying to remember. That's probably my only major problem with a lot of doing this series is the artist doesn't write the year on it, and I can't find any reference of like I've taken a photo and have a look at the year or the date or anything like that. It's very hard to remember how I got all these pieces, when the pieces were done, so on and so forth. I remember the story, but I don't necessarily remember the time frame. I'm pretty sure it was either 2016 to 2017. Mike actually came here for one of our big Oz Comic Cons. A group of us, which I've mentioned before, there is a sort of a small collective of us here that, collect original art and things like that. We're all good mates, things like that, and obviously a little bit of sort of competition who can get the best piece or, Anyway, we all help each other out as well, which is the other main sort of part to this story. So we pretty much, Mike was, he took a list actually pre-show. I think there was maybe 10 of us, 12 of us on that particular list. He only got to a couple of them. He did a few quick sort of like little remarky type things or small little pieces in some of the guys, because some of the guys have got like art books and things like that. But me, I don't have an art book. I get, the loose pieces and things like that. And a couple other people did the same thing. Obviously, now the downside to this story, which is not really much of a downside, because when it comes to original art, I'm a patient person, which some people in the community would know. I know my boy Unruly Simeon calls me the most patient person in commission artwork. And that's only because of, some of the stories and stuff that I've basically told over the years of like how long I've had to wait for pieces and things like that. But besides all that, I pretty much, so I think it was either 2016, 2017, I, organised this piece with a lot of other people. And he said, look, I'm not going to get to it. I'll do it at home or, at another convention or something like that over things. And we'll send either a whole pile of them or, send one, one at a time or whatever sort of happens. So a few of the guys kept in contact, including me, kept in contact with him, sort of getting updates. Oh, has it been done yet? Any sort of time frame, the usual sort of thing when it comes to commissions. And, it's like I'm getting to it, just being busy with deadlines, which we all understand. You're in this game, you got to understand deadlines come first, commissions always come last or second or whichever. So pretty much we kept in contact with him, and then I personally hadn't been in contact with him for a little while. Some of the other guys, obviously had, but I thought, he'll get to it when he gets to it. And then I get a message, text message from my good boy Rod, who you will find is That Aussie Collector on Instagram. I'll actually leave Rod's, I'll leave his link down below as well. He messaged me saying, why didn't you ask me? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. He goes, your piece from Mike is ready. and he's asking me if I can take it with me, and I'm like, I don't know anything about this. What's going on? And basically what had happened is Rod had actually was able to go to San Diego Comic-Con, and Mike was there, and he had a few other people's pieces, including mine. And I had no idea it was ready or it was done or anything like that. And I said, look, mate, I'm sorry, I didn't even know. And he's like, that's all right, I've got it. It's in my folder. We'll catch up when I get back to Australia, to Melbourne, and then I'll just give it to you then. And yeah, so that's pretty much. And that was in. I know I physically got it in 2017. So yeah, big shout out and big thank you to Rod for once again coming through for me, because he's helped me out quite a few times. But yeah, so long story short, I ended up getting it. Absolutely love it. I asked for a Venom, but Mike, because of the time, went above and beyond. I think I'd asked for a pencil and inked piece, but he's actually done it pencil and graphite. I know that sounds a bit weird because, you know, pencils have graphite in them and things like that, but I think I might have a bit of hints of charcoal as well. And yeah, it's just an awesome, super detailed piece. No background or anything like that, but it's just the level of detail in the actual piece itself of the actual characters is, yeah. And I said characters. I asked for Venom and I got 2. But here it is. Now, I'm pretty sure it's a weird size. I think it's like a 12 by 16 or something like that. This is going to be quite reflective, so I'll try and do this without too much reflection. So as you can see, there's Venom there. That's a bit better. There's Venom there. And obviously he's holding Spidey's arm as if he's just defeated him. So I only asked for a Venom. But yeah, like as I said, like it's been done with, I think, a bit of charcoal, graphite, things like that. It just, if you just have a look at just the detail, like you can see literally, like it almost as if it's like been individually dotted. Just the amount of detail is just absolutely nuts. And there's Spidey there, and you can actually see, like, Mike has a very basic, tiny, I can't even remember where it is, tiny signature. Like, you literally got a, I don't know whether you can see it there or not, but there's a little white, there we go. Little white, like, a couple of lines. That's pretty much Mike's signature. Or that he does on art. But, yeah, super detailed. Super happy to have this in my collection. Yeah, and as I said, a bit of an odd size. I think it's like 12 by 16 or something like that. It's not quite 11 by 17, but it's sort of like wider but shorter. So I'd say 12 by 16. Yeah, super detailed and super happy to get that. And as I said, like, Mike's such an awesome, friendly guy. If you ever go to a con and you're able to actually meet Mike, please do it, because yeah, he's such an easy guy to talk to. Yeah, like just super nice guy, super friendly, always accommodating and things like that as well. And his art is just out of this world as well. So yeah, so that will do for this particular episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, do all the usual YouTubey stuff. Leave a comment down below if you want to. Hit the like button on the way out. And please, I'm still trying to get to 500 subscribers. I know it'll happen one day, but it's just, yeah, we'll get there eventually. So never say never, as I always say. So anyway, hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and Spidey out.